Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take out the Kamikaze R. We are in a squarely tier 4 game. There's a couple tier 5 sprinkled throughout. And yeah, basically I was just kind of tired of running high level tier stuff and seeing the passive aggressive playstyle that's up there. So the Kamikaze R is a perfect little ship for me to go in and do a little bit of seal clubbing. By that I mean the vast majority of people at these tiers have not been playing for literally thousands of games like I have, so they might not really do all the mechanics and strategies that you might expect from high tier gameplay. The Kamikaze R is a fantastic little ship. It came out, oh god, it was sometime last year. There was an event and it wasn't too particularly hard, but you did actually have to go through some loops to get it, and then I believe shortly after that they put it up for sale for a short while as well. I picked it up on the event and I'm very glad I did, other than the awesome body paint on it. It's basically a slightly modified Kamikaze. It has a detection range of 6 kilometers and torpedoes that go 7 kilometers, which means it's the first tier destroyer that you can actually stealth torp with, believe from any of the different nations' tiers. The torpedoes are also on an extremely short cooldown. I think it's somewhere in the ballpark of 40 seconds. Namely, by the time your torpedoes hit, you're almost reloaded again, which is awesome. It has three racks of 2 torpedoes. Yeah, so 6 total torpedoes. They're very fast. They have a pretty decent detection range on them, so it's very, very easy to sneak those torpedoes up on unsuspecting players. Now, while on this map I normally like to go on the south bend, just because that's where all the destroyer battles happen, this time I got spawned up in the north side, and rather than cut all the way through, I figured, you know, I'm the only destroyer up here. Half of my job is to help spot enemy targets for all the teammates behind me, so yeah, I'll stay up here. Coming up, I see an Arkansas Beta over there, and there's also a Wyoming. I see a Svetlana and a Furataka. Now, the cruisers are my number 1 enemy. Battleships are my number 1 prey. Destroyers are just targets of convenience at this tier. None of them are particularly good. At least there's no Nicholases in this game. The Nicholas is kind of the first U.S. destroyer, at least, that is really good. So I'm looking for targets that are going in straight lines, that are within 7 kilometers, like this guy. Now, I am detected here. And remember we were talking about newer players not really kind of doing the mechanics that they should. That Svetlana is just bristling with very fast firing guns that is almost certainly on HE, and he decides to completely ignore me, even though I was spotted. Now I'm not. And for his trouble, for trying to kill the cruiser back there, he gets one-shotted. Oh god. Well, off to a great start. Yes, that's about as good of a great start as I could hope for. That Furutaka has pseudo-beached himself, is riding the edge, so I'm not really interested in him. Here I have 2 battleships and an island in between, so you'll see I kind of look over here. I don't want to beach myself, but I'm trying to hug this island the best I can and get as close as possible before firing off my torpedoes. So it's not always the best idea to fire your torpedoes at the max range. For one, you give the enemy more time to avoid them. Number 2, as they travel, they tend to spread out. If you notice, when you fire your torpedoes, they don't go in a straight line. They fan out. So if you want a tighter knit group, if that's what you're trying to do, you want to fire them from as close of range as possible. So let's see how we do against this Arkansas. 1. Yeah, okay, 1. It did 12,000 damage. It was a good, well, about a fourth of his life. I'll take 1. Alright, and here I am spotted again. Now keep in mind, when I got spotted that first time, everyone on their team instantly knows, hey, there's a Kamikaze R up in this side of the map. Now, so far, right there, the Murmansk is the only one who has bothered trying to shoot me. And of course, his magic 1 bullet destroys my engine. You know, I really hope they fix that kind of crap. It's like the 1 bullet that hits you will always knock out your steering or your engine. Which is why for captain traits, you absolutely have to have Last stand. I popped my smoke. The Arkansas is very, very dead. Scratch one more battleship.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
I will absolutely take that. Still sitting in my smoke. I'm not gonna... Yeah, we'll go ahead and burn the repair. I'm looking at the map here. So we've got another Wyoming going up north. I'd like to finish this Wyoming off now. Now, even though I just fired my torpedoes, you could see that I got 5 seconds left and they're going to be rearmed. This guy is not going anywhere fast. I'm slightly ahead of him, which is exactly where I want to be. He spots me, but he's not paying attention. Make sure I wait a little until I shoot because I didn't want to hit the carcass of that battleship that I just killed. Unfortunately, I had to turn off because of the islands. I only got one torpedo spread off. But those are looking pretty good. So we're going to wrap around. I'm still spotted and still nobody is shooting at me. So I'll fire the other two off. And make sure we don't... somebody finally shot at me. It might have been the battleship. He's the only one in that direction, but doesn't matter because 2 torpedoes hit him. Took more than half his life. We're just gonna squeeze through here. Ooh, goodness. Okay, well that battleship is dead. Somebody else finished him off. So that's one less battleship. Okay, so choice up ahead. I've got a hurt Murmansk in the background. I'm not too worried about him. I have a Clemson up front who is spamming at the battleship, which is nice for me because now I know exactly where he is. And see, he's at 6.2. My 6.1, my detection range is 6, so I just barely squeaked by him because he was firing his guns and I knew exactly where he was. And now I'm just lining up on this Wyoming. Now because he's coming to me, I could fire before 7 kilometers and he'll run into him before they run out of range. But instead, I mean, I've got basically a free shot at him. He's not detecting me. He knows I'm in the general vicinity, but it doesn't seem like he's taking any kind of evasive action to avoid any torpedoes. So I send all my torpedoes off. And we're going to wrap around here shortly and start setting up for the next one because I've already got 18 seconds for my next torpedo spread. And those are looking glorious. Oh yeah, 2, 3, nice. Alright, well if the flooding doesn't kill him, my teammates certainly will, so let's start looking at other targets. That Clemson is being damn annoying. The Murmansk is definitely just content with staying in the backfield. Now, one of the big drawbacks for the Kamikaze R is the guns are very slow. So it does take a while to get around. So I've got them all on my side, but I got to remember that I got to keep those guns on this side of the ship because if I try and make a heavy turn and switch sides, it's going to take a good 15 seconds or so to get those guns back around. The Clemson does seem like he's going kind of, sort of in a straight line, so we'll go ahead and fire off the torpedoes. They're on a short cooldown, why not? And then switch right back to the guns. Took out his engine, did a nice little chunk of damage. And that Murmansk is turning on me, and he's very low, so let's help finish him off. I do have HE, so nice 2,200 right there. He's almost dead. Can I get that kill? Come on. Bam, yeah, there we go. Okay, Murmansk is dead. Clemson dodged the torpedoes. I don't know if he did that on purpose or just by accident. His guns are still pointed at that Wyoming. He fired his torpedoes. He really wants that Wyoming. I'm just going to keep using my guns here. Might as well shoot torpedoes. He's not looking my direction. And the reload on my guns are long enough that I can squeeze out all those torpedoes before... in between my shots on my main guns. And looks like I'm going to catch him. Oh yeah! Alright, got him. Well, all in all, a great round. Here's the carrier. Me and this other destroyer finish him off. Great round. I kind of feel bad for the other team, but you know what? Them's the breaks. That's welcome to World of Warships. Have fun, guys. We'll see you guys next time.